The battle above the god's eye. The duel between two of the best Targaryen warriors. The duel that ended up with both sides dead. Or did it? Hello everyone, welcome to Film Dive. Watching The House of the Dragon, an old question came back to haunt my dreams again. What happened to Prince Daemon? Why was his body never found? It's not like he fell into a sea or something. He fell into a lake. His body should have been found, right? Let's find out. But first, a recap. Keep this in mind because this will be important. This battle happened in the middle of the Targaryen Civil War, also known as the Dance of the Dragons, when Rhaenyra had the upper hand. But she's lost so much at this point that her mental health took a big hit, and she grew suspicious of Nettles, one of the bastard Targaryens who were able to tame dragons and joined Rhaenyra. But Rhaenyra feared she would betray her, so she ordered her death. But Nettles was with Prince Daemon, and they were involved in a romantic relationship. And before Daemon left for Harrenhal, she sent Nettles to Essos. When Aemond One Eye arrived to Harrenhal, he told Daemon, "You have lived for too long, uncle." And Daemon said, "On that, we both agree," and flew Craxus into the sky, going straight up, so high that he vanished from Aemond's eye. Although Vhagar was bigger, but he was also older and slower, and he circled his way up, but suddenly a roar shook the earth. Caraxes attacked Vhagar from the west to blind him with the sunset, and bit Vhagar's neck. Vhagar used his claws to tear into Caraxes's wings, and both dragons were falling down. Suddenly Daemon stood up and jumped on the back of Vhagar and removed Aemond's helmet. Then he shoved his blade Dark Sister into Aemond's eye, killing him on the spot. But a moment later, dragons and their riders crashed down into the lake, and the dragon's blood made the water red. The bodies of Caraxes, Vhagar, and Aemond were found the next day, but there was no sign of Daemon. Some say he went to Pentos to his lover Nettles, but could he really have survived the crash and stayed alive? Let's check out the possibilities. At first we think, well, it's a lake, so if Daemon was dead, they would have definitely found the body because it's a lake, and lakes are small and easier to search. That would have been true if it wasn't for the fact that they had medieval ages equipment, and even with modern equipment, there are still a lot of people who get drowned in the lakes and their body is never found. So if Prince Daemon really died, there's a good chance his body went to the bottom of the lake. But there are still a lot of people who fall from crazy heights and somehow come out unharmed. And remember, Daemon wasn't wounded during the battle. So if he survived the fall, he would be able to disappear afterwards. Before the Dance of the Dragons began, Daemon stayed in Essos for some time. And he was even offered lands and gold, but he refused them. Now with his lover in Essos, his son's dead, and his family torn apart, he has a good reason to disappear. But even if he was unharmed, his dragon was dead, and he had to go to Essos on foot or on horseback and cross the narrow sea on a ship. And he also wouldn't have other people's respect as much as before, because he doesn't have a dragon anymore. It is possible that Prince Daemon Targaryen survived the battle, but his life after that wouldn't be so great. If you have any favorite characters or theories from the Dance of the Dragons or the House of the Dragon and you want to see an episode about it, comment them down below. And we will know what you guys like more as well. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like if you liked this video. And with that out of the way, I see you guys next week.